Today's your lucky day. Call us now for a free no-obligation quote.
800-706-6127. 800-706-6127.
Millions of people have chosen Amscot Cash Advance when things come up. Why? Maybe you should ask one of them.
Amscot has cash advances from $50 to $1,000 and no credit check.
Many branches open 24/7. Get started at amscot.com.
This is South Florida's Choice News. 7 Most Watch News. Now at 10.
Developing now, police combing for clues after gunshots ring out in Miami Gardens. A woman wanted in Hialeah turns up in Mexico, but deputies say this case is not closed yet. A man accused of trying to assassinate a presidential candidate choosing to represent himself in court. A committee releases new evidence to the public, which the president firmly denies. And downpours leaving South Florida drenched. We may be in store for more. Good morning, South Florida. I'm Alex Diarmas.
And I'm Tavares Jones. Today in Florida at 10 starts now.
This is 7 News Today in Florida.
Here's what it looks like across South Florida on this Tuesday morning. It's September 9th, and it's calm for right now.
At least for now, let's get you a check of area weather as you start your day. Meteorologist Erica Delgado in the Plex with our first forecast. Hey, Erica, good morning.
Tavares, Alex, I like the words you use, calm for now, at least for Miami-Dade and Broward, but it's a similar setup. We've seen this before. We saw it last week where a front was stalled across the state with deep moisture along and nearest that front. So even though we're quiet for now, we'll still see more of that rain and thunderstorm activity developing as we've been seeing, as we saw yesterday afternoon. So expect those afternoon storms. You'll need that rain gear. In the meantime, we're dealing with some cloud cover, filtered sunshine, but temperatures are starting to climb. 86 in Hollywood, 84 in Pompano Beach, 83 in the Fort Lauderdale area. As we work our way through Miami-Dade, already seeing those mid-80s extending from Hialeah and Homestead at 85, 84 in Miami, and into the Florida Keys. 86 seems to be the magic number this morning. Key West through Marathon, all the way through Isla Mirada. 85 right now in Key Largo. We have a warm wind out of the southwest, so that's going to help warm things up for us here. Again, we're dry in Miami-Dade and Broward County. We've been dealing with some showers around the Florida Keys. Now just fewer overall, and at least we're not seeing all that lightning, but we'll continue to see that on and off, especially heading into the afternoon. We'll talk about what we can expect the days ahead and the upcoming weekend that's coming up in just a few minutes.
And we begin with a developing story. A man shot overnight and airlifted to the hospital.
Yeah, the shooting happened at an apartment complex in Miami Gardens. 7's Jordan Segundo has the latest on the investigation.
As Miami Gardens around at 3:30. They're arriving on at 3:30 at 191 Street, Northwest 27th Avenue. Advising now, person shot, subject black male, black shirt, gray pants. Last seen heading across towards the Aldi's.
Residents in Miami Gardens jolted awake early Tuesday morning by the chilling sound of gunfire. A man taken to the hospital after apparently being shot near the Eagles Landing apartment complex off Northwest 27th Court and 191st Street. Police searching for clues and collecting evidence just outside the entrance of the complex. A resident telling 7 News she heard the commotion.
It was like somebody arguing, but I end up telling my husband, lay down. My husband's like, no, it's shooting, it's shooting. I say, no, just lay down, because I ain't going out there.
Police then focusing their attention to an area just inside the apartment complex, trying to piece together exactly what led up to the shooting. Residents say violence has erupted here before, and with broken gates and security cameras left unrepaired, they say they don't feel safe.
It's not just about the violence, it's just about the people. We just need to just change. That's mostly about it. Let's just change.
So if you have any information about this shooting that happened in Miami Gardens, you're asked to call Miami-Dade Crime Stoppers. That number is on your screen, 305-471-TIPS. And remember, you can remain anonymous. Reporting from Miami Gardens, Jordan Segundo, Today in Florida.
Now today in Florida, a woman wanted by authorities in connection to a killer crime has been captured in Mexico, but this case is far from over. Stemmen's Danielle Garcia reports.
Caught, cuffed, and extradited. The Miami-Dade Sheriff's Office announcing the arrest of 27-year-old Ariely Alvarez Cabrera, saying she was captured in Mexico, evading police for weeks, wanted for her role in an alleged murder. Detectives say she left the country with her son and her boyfriend, Alfredo Carballo Gonzalez, who is still on the run.
But it's like he's trying to run a war in Good morning, good morning, good morning, you beautiful people out there. Shout out to the 100 people in the chat already coming into the building. We got a lot to talk about. Look at the bottom of the screen. You see right there, a woman stabbed on the train, Ukrainian refugee. We're going to talk about that today. In a random attack on a train in North Carolina. We got a lot going on. Yes, I'm going to read a bunch of stuff to you. Let me check my screens and see right here what I got going. I hear some background sound coming into the damn chat somewhere. It might be my damn phone. I don't even know. I'm checking it right now. People in the building, welcome back to the show with Von Nye in the booth. We're getting it rocking today. Shout out to the people coming in with over 100 people in the chat already. Like I was saying, I got headlines for you. I got a lot of major topics. Don't come in here because we're talking about Republicans. We're talking about Democrats. We're talking about troops going to Chicago. We got a lot. So don't come in here and get your panties in a bunch because Von and I, you know how we get. Okay, because we're in the building today, V. We got a lot to talk about. There's some controversial topics. We got live callers coming in today. So if you're in the building for the first time, let us know. If you've been here before, let us know. And yes, put 100 in the chat. We already had 100 people in the building. A lot of people are going to start coming here today. We have live callers coming in. We're going to get some emails out there. We're going to send it directly to you. So you, my friend, could call into the show at any given time and talk to me. You can hate on me or you can hate on Von and get in there in the building and have that conversation. You know what I'm saying, V? How you feeling this morning?
Feeling great. Excellent.
Feeling good, right? Feeling good. A little heat behind your neck. I see the sun's rolling in. Getting a little hot.
That don't bother me.
Getting a little hot over there. Okay, Miami's already hot. Let's get to it because we got a lot going. Everybody in the building right now, it's Tuesday, right? It's Tuesday, I believe. It's the 9th. Heading in. It's moving on fast. And by the way, everybody in the building right now, welcome back to the Brandon Mason Show. Sip my coffee right there. We let people know we got a lot going on. So let's get to the headlines. Already in the chat here for the first time, let us know. Put your states in the chat right now. Here we go. Ukrainian woman, refugee, stabbed to death on a train in New York City. That's the main topic today. We're going to get into. I'm reading these headlines, but that's the main one, V. That's a big one.
North Carolina.
Oh, sorry. I said that mistake. North Carolina. I apologize. Every time I see the capitals, NYC, that's back where we're from, Jersey, up there, NYC up there. But yes, correction. North Carolina. Republicans and Democrats still divided about Trump sending troops to Chicago. Other major cities. Crime is picking up. Crime is going up. It's going down. People are going, wait a second. Go help them. A lot of Democrats say, no, we don't want them. I got a lot of clips on my show today, V. Excuse me. Had the coffee today. Feeling pretty damn good in the chat. You got coffee in the building? You got tea. What you got? Shout out to 200 people in the building right now.
Make some noise!
I got a lot of clips I'm going to show people today, V, so we're going to get to that. Gang member says Chicago gang will fight back. I got a clip on that. He said, we're going to fight back. We don't care what they do. We're going to. He said there's over 100,000 gang members in Chicago. That's what he said to me. I don't know if I believe that or not.
He's not lying about that.
You think so?
Yeah.
100,000 gang members?
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah.
I'm not saying there is, but I don't know.
But he looked like he's not doing anything.
He
he's
like
just talking. He's just trying to go viral.
Yeah. He went viral too. He accomplished something.
Yeah.
Good. Get to it right now. A former Auburn University professor was killed while walking her dog on Saturday at a local park, Alabama. Just walking a dog, just stabbed. It's like, what's going on? Just walking a dog. Shit's going on. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah. There's some places in Alabama that's dangerous. Birmingham.
It's getting rough. Yeah. And Birmingham's like actually a nice spot. So the fact that there's a city everywhere. Yeah. In every major city and in small cities, there's good and bad.
When we used to watch First 48, there was all the whole episode was Birmingham.
I hate to laugh about it, but you're right. It's all the time. Bill Clinton letter to Epstein, the birthday book, gets released by the Epstein List. People are talking about that. The letter, the birthday book message to Epstein from Bill Clinton was released. And I know they're like, okay, let's just get to the meat and potatoes.
But the birthday book, what you mean? Like
just like there's a birthday message, happy birthday. And there's like this little book thing sent to him, whatever message. And people are like, okay, we're moving, but we're walking like turtles here. You know what I'm saying? Let's just release the shit or not. Like, we don't care about the birthday book. Let's get to the meat and potatoes.
Stop just putting little things at a time. Like nobody wants to see little discoveries at a time.
We don't want the screw. We don't want the screws and the nails. We want the fucking wood, the meat and potato. We want the shit. The lumber. Bring us what's going on, right? And you said this, 11-year-old fatally shot after ding dog ditching in Houston. Hey, we did that growing up. Ring doorbells, run. It was fun.
Yeah.
I didn't do it every day, but it was fun.
Yeah.
I did some shit.
They said that the suspect that shot him was Army veteran.
The Army veteran came out up and fired?
Yeah.
Oh, man. People in the chat right now, How the hell are you feeling? We got a lot going on today. Two quick things here. Moving on. Two things I heard this morning on the Paul Casanova show. I heard this. Two funny things. I'm looking at it going, wow, do you make people take their shoes off in the house? When they come to your house, you're like, hey, take your shoes off. Or you're like, nah. What do you think?
Yeah, I take my shoes off when I go in the house.
Hey, I'm taking my shoes off.
So when you come in my house,
when someone comes to your house, how do you feel? They just walk in and go, hey. They walk in and say, excuse me. How do you feel about it?
I mean, I wouldn't get mad because, different people have different rules. But once I tell you and you still, refuse, what your feet stink.
But if someone walks in the house and they're like, people in the chat, do you make people take their shoes off in the chat? Let me know. Shout out to 200 people in the build.
Make some noise!
As you get ready to get to the main topics, I'm just saying, someone comes to my house and you walk in, I got my shoes on, I walk right in my front door, you probably keep your shoes on. It's like follow protocol. Right?
Yeah.
But if in fact you walk behind me and I pop, take my shoes off, put them on the side, and you just walk in with your shoes on, you're like, I got friends that do that.
Yeah.
And I appreciate them, but I'm a little disrespectful, you know what I'm saying?
I wouldn't trip immediately until I'd be like, hey man, you gotta take your shoes off. And if you gotta
tell
the next
them,
day I gotta keep telling you. It's like,
you actually will tell them, hey, please excuse me.
Yeah, take your shoes off.
All right, because what they were saying on radio this morning was, hey, they're saying people don't let people in their house when they have their shoes on and let them walk in with their shoes on, that house is a lot dirtier than you think. Hey, if they're letting people walk on their shoes on, then it's a lot dirtier than what you're seeing today, normally. Yeah. That's what they're saying.
You got your baby running around.
Crawling, walking.
Definitely shouldn't have their shoes on in your house.
I'm saying, you come to my house, here's all I'm saying. If I forget something in the house, I'm in the car, going to work this morning, took me an hour of traffic, coming to downtown Miami. If, in fact, I run back in my house, I forgot my coffee, or I forgot my pen I need, or I forgot my checkbook, whatever, run back in the house, boom, boom, gotta go. You do that, right? But if, in fact, your friend comes over, your family comes over, and you walk into the damn house, and they walk in behind you, and you take your shoes off, and they just walk in with their shoes on, I'm feeling disrespected. Not that I'm mad, but you know what I'm saying? I'm feeling a little disrespected because you just watched me do that. And there's a reason why I did that. And then you just said, yeah, I saw you. People do that all the time. I got friends that do that. I love them, but come on.
Yeah.
Take your shoes off. You know what I'm saying? And if they hear it right now, hey, take your shoes off.
Especially at your house because you're taking your shoes off in the garage.
So it's
a little minute. It's not just you kick them off in the front door.
You pull into your
garage and everything like that. So they're watching you take your shoes off.
Wow.
Go through the protocol, and then they still just leaving their shoes on and walking in.
They're like, hey, I took my shoes off. Are you going to take your shoes off? I don't have to ask them. And sometimes I look at them. I take my shoes off, and I make them all organized and show them, yo, right here. And they just walk in, and they just walk down. Now, they ask you, hey, should I take my shoes off? That's like a halfway disrespect. Because you're supposed to take your shoes off. You asking me, you saw what I just did. Don't ask me that. Just take your shoes. Now, if I walk in with my shoes on and you put your shoes and you walk in, fine. I'll give you that. I'm just saying. You get what I'm saying, right? Yeah, you with me on that? Family or friends, don't matter.
Yeah,
same shit. People in the chat right now watching live, we appreciate you. Next thing, emotional support animals on planes. I'm like, these are the two things I heard this morning. Emotional support system on plane. I don't know about that. How many people need an emotional support animal? Seriously.
You know what it is? Why I don't like it? Because, I be doing security during the weekends and stuff like that. And we don't we only let service dogs in. Everybody say they got a service dog. It could be a little poodle. It could be a lap dog. It could be a dog that can't even.
I did the same shit. I went on the internet, filled it out, emotional support. Got to bring some on a plane.
Yeah.
Because I got to travel with my dog to get somewhere. Not because I bring my dog everywhere. If I had to go, hey, where a whole family's going, got to bring a little man with us, right? Or a little girl, dog, whatever, puppy, whatever, cat, whatever.
Yeah.
And if you got to do that and put them on the plane and take them somewhere, I get that. But if you're like, hey, this is emotional support. They got emotional support animals for the emotional support. Yeah. They got another animal for that dog too. They literally.
Oh, that's crazy.
There is emotional I'm telling you, heard this more. There's emotional support animals that have an emotional support dog for them.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, this is good.
And then a lot of these dogs are not even properly trained,
pissing everywhere.
Yeah, laying in the middle of the floor, just barking.
Yeah.
It's like, come on.
Not a fan of it.
Yeah.
All right. Let's get to it right now. People in the chat right now say, what's going on? Ukrainian woman refugee stabbed to death. We're going to get to a quick clip. We're going to start off with the clip because I don't know why this would happen, but let's take a look.
Ukrainian refugee has been stabbed to death on a train in North Carolina. 23-year-old Iryna Zarutska had fled war-torn Ukraine before relocating to the US, where she was murdered in a random attack on August 22nd. Decarlos Brown, a repeat offender, has been charged with first-degree murder. A Ukrainian refugee has been stabbed to death on a train in North Carolina. 23-year-old Iryna Zarutska had fled war-torn Ukraine before relocating to the US, where she was murdered in a random attack on August 22nd. Decarlos Brown, a repeat offender, has been charged with first-degree murder.
Hey, who's walking around getting on buses, having a gun in your pocket, your own protection? Right? Remember they got a little knife in their pocket? I don't know. Our own protection. Keep it with you. I got no problem with that if, you're a sane person. But, V, the girl is a refugee from Ukraine. So she gets out of the war.
Yeah.
Leaves Ukraine. People in the chat right now, are you watching? Did you see this? Yes or no? Did you guys hear about this? Yes or no? Let me know in the chat right now. And we appreciate you, all you beautiful people in the chat right now. If you're first time watching, put first time. You've been here before. If you're a subscriber, put an S in the chat right now. If you're here for the first time, let us know. We're going to shout you out. V, she's on the train. She's escaping violence in Ukraine, right? So she gets over here, finally goes, whew, I'm out of the war. Get a chance to get to America. Beautiful place. Has a reason to leave. It's wonderful. On a train, and then gets stabbed by a random guy in North Carolina. We've been talking about sending troops to D.C. We were talking about sending troops to Chicago, maybe sending troops to L.A., maybe to New York, the subways, all that. And then you have a random person just goes out of nowhere and just stabs a girl literally on the train, and just, I don't know how many times. I didn't want to show the graphic on there.
It was 14 times.
Yeah, Vic, come on. Yeah. Vic, in the chat right now, 14 times. What the hell? People in the chat right now, how you feeling? We got live callers calling in today. If you're here in the building right now, you're going to call in live today. We're going to open up those lines in just 1 second. I want to hear how you guys feel about it. If you want to call in, put I want to call in. Let me know in the chat right now. We're going to drop some links, people to call in the building right now and tell us how you feel. But V, let's watch this clip real quick. Let's take a look.
So you guys seen this story yet? You had this animal for absolutely no reason unalives this poor 23-year-old Ukrainian refugee who just fled a war zone, comes to America a couple months. She's probably thinking, oh, I escaped death. Thank God I'm in the safe country of America. Jumping on a train, heading to work, minding her business, just for this animal to unalive her for doing nothing. Didn't look at him, nothing. Guess how many times that's been covered by any major news network? You guessed it. Our boy, though, who did a heroic act and saved all the passengers on the New York subway from this lunatic, this was national outrage. They wanted him to do life in jail. He had to get millions of dollars donated to defend himself in court because they wanted to make an example out of this kid for being a good Samaritan. Every news network for months and months and months, we're talking about this kid. This one, though, not a peep. Nothing. Not a word. And for the icing on the cake, the cherry on top, look at this, people. Look at this. Black people, this is who you want to stand up for? Black people, it's not a good look. This is not a good look, black people. Very bad. This monster is who you're going to get behind. Really, black people? We can play this game. You'll lose.
This is a big conversation we're talking about.
Yeah, he got to chill out with the racism.
Yeah, but we got to talk about it. We got to talk about it. V calls it racism. I believe there is some in that. But I also know that this is the reality of what's happening. So we got to call a spade on the show. You know we do that, V. People in the chat, shout out to 700 people in the building right now. How you hell you feeling?
Make some noise!
If you're watching live in the building right now, we just saw that clip. Listen, here's what I'm saying. Racist or not racist, you can call it what you want. I like to kind of tell the truth. Well, not kind of. I always tell the truth. But I want to make sure that I kind of beat around the bush because I don't want people to get too upset in the panties a bunch. But I got to kind of give it to them straight in this situation. You know, this gentleman here has been in a position, and I'm just going to pause it when I get over there. We're going to show that if you're just joining us right now, I'll flash this clip. It's only 10 seconds. If you're just joining us right now on the stream right now, I'm going to show this clip one more time so you know the story I'm about to get to. It's only 15 seconds. Watch this one clip, and I'm going to get right to it.
Ukrainian refugee has been stabbed to death on a train in North Carolina. 23-year-old Iryna Zarutska had fled war-torn Ukraine before relocating to the US, where she was murdered in a random attack on August 22nd. Decarlos Brown, a repeat offender, has been charged with first-degree murder.
Here's the problem I got. In the chat right now, if you're watching live, if we get to 200 likes in the next 30 seconds, all you got to do is double tap your screens. If we get to 200 likes in the next 30 seconds, I'll give a lucky person $200 in the chat. All you got to do is double tap your screens, people. If you're watching live, make some money right now. V, you know, it's not a good look, whether it's a white person or a black person. This gentleman he's been arrested, I don't know how many times, and let out.
Yeah,
I mean, countless times.
I think it was like 19 times.
19 times.
Yeah.
Right? Maybe it was, I don't care if it was 5 times, 10 times, 19 times.
Yeah, it was a lot.
All
That's
right.
a lot.
All right, now. So what happens is this, and I said this on the show. If a black person, and there's always this dividing matter of black and white. Thank God I'm biracial because I can see both sides. I don't really care, right? What happens is this. A black guy does this, and then a black guy does it again. It's on national news. People are like, all right, what's going on? At that time, this is where I believe the black culture should stand up and say, listen, stop doing this shit. Because A, there's a lot of great people out there, white and black. And I believe the music industry, athletes, celebrities, I don't care if you're an actress, I don't care what you are, these big time people that speak, they should get up there and say, look, A, you're making us look bad. Right? And B, it makes it seem like all black people because they start getting this racism going. And the black people should say, look, you want to do that kind of shit, you need to be in your own race. You know what I'm saying? Like black people, white people, there's good and bad on both sides. But when this continues to happen, I'm not saying that white people don't do this. They do.
Yeah, I'm about to say, there's
it happens all the time.
A white man today just burnt an elderly couple in Queens.
Yeah, happens all the time. But what I'm saying is, but here's the problem. And this is true. Black and white people do it all the time.
It's both.
It's all the time. But here's the problem.
Not even just black and white.
But if there's a stigma, I'm just saying, if there is a quote unquote stigma that black men, I would say more importantly at this point in time, that it's more about them. It wasn't like black women stab people all day long. Happens, but I'm saying it's more like the black men are the ones that are doing some of this. Don't you feel that and I'm going to have live callers calling to the show right now. If you're watching live, I'm going to have you call in. Tell me if you agree, yes or no with me. Listen. And put your state in the chat right now. Where are you based? Drop your states in the chat right now. I don't care where they're from. I don't care what color they are. But here's what I'm saying. If there's a stigma, I'm telling you, if there's a stigma, right? Don't you think the black culture could say, look, we know that white people do it too. We know that black people do it. But if the world is like coming down and like literally focusing on a microscope of the black people doing that, it should be like, you know what? We're going to make an example that we're not doing. Like, come together and say, you know, stop trying to put us in a category we're not in. Or like, we show up late every day to work. Black people show up late, white people show up late. They say every day, hey, black people are always late to work. Okay, you know what? Black people come together. Hey, let's not be late to work anymore. Because they won't say this shit no more. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not saying that it's not true. I don't know.
I'm about to say, you can't control
But I don't know the stats on 50-50. I'm not saying, I don't know. They're saying that the killings, especially the kind of shit we're seeing right now, just walking up and just ending people's lives is happening. And they have the reports. It isn't like we're making up reports. Like, there has been more of the black culture like how this kind of shit was. I'm not saying killings or shooting. I'm just saying just random attacks on just stabbing people. We've been seeing this a lot, right? And it's just maybe it's making more of the news headlines. Let's just say that. But in order to stop the stigma, I'm saying, because let's just say it was black and white people. Forget black and just white. Let's just say it's mixed people like me. I'm biracial. Let's use me, for example. If every day you're hearing the news, oh, another black and white person killed this guy, another black and white people kill everybody. That's when we get up and go, yo, listen, all the black and white people out there, calm the fuck down. Because we're not trying to get that stigma. You get on a plane, looking at you sideways. You show up with dreadlocks, looking at you. Because every time you see somebody, like they show in the news, and you can see right there, it's a main headline there. And when I pull this up, I'm going to mute this, but I'm going to show you this clip. If you're watching live in the building right now, if you get what I'm saying, when I slide this over, I'm going to pause it, though.
It's not a good look,
when you see this right here, forget what this guy's saying right now. I'm just going to pause it. When you see a gentleman like that on the screen, at the top of the screen right there, if you see him and you're from the black culture, it doesn't bother you at all. No. If you're from the white culture and you grew up around black people, it doesn't bother you at all. But when you start hearing the news reports, right? Black guy, dreadlocks, kills. Black guy, dreadlocks, shoots. Black guy, you start to look, when you get on a train, on a bus, especially a white person gets on a bus and train. And I'm not saying that you should get on the, oh, God, with dreadlocks, I'm scared of him. You could judge a book a little bit, right? You can see somebody and go, he looks very well.
Then you can see a clean-cut Jeffrey Dahmer.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. I'm not saying it doesn't happen. I'm just saying, I'm saying this. End the stigma. End the stigma. You know what? Let's end the stigma. Forget it. We're not doing this shit no more. Don't run around just stabbing little white girls on trains. It just makes us look bad. Being from, biracial, black and white household, I could speak on what it really is. People in the chat, if you with me right now, put a yes in the chat right now. Family Guy in the building. We gave 3 on Family Guy. 1, 2, 3. Family Guy. We love and appreciate you, Family Guy in the building right now. Everybody put family in the chat right now. Said, I'm in here, finally. Look, I'm talking about this, V, because growing up in a black household, being biracial, growing up in a black household, and then being white. My dad's white, Irish, Italian, German. Our family's mixed. We got white people on the black side even. Yeah, we're married to white families, whatever. We got a lot of biracial cousins, right? You got biracial brothers and sisters.
Yeah.
So what I'm saying is this. I'm not blaming it on blacks, blaming it on whites. What I'm saying is this. There needs to be leaders of that culture that get up and go, yo, stop the shit. And you know what? It was like this. They taught you, what they teach you growing up? Don't go to school and fight, but what happens if somebody hits you?
Hit them back.
Right. I was taught that too, so were you. But I'm not going to go to school and start hitting people. And if I went to school just hit somebody, right, parents going to be mad at you. You come home and get in trouble, right? What are you doing? You're making us look like shit. So what I'm saying is, if you're with me in the chat right now, put a Y in the chat if you agree with me. What I'm saying is this. The leaders, and I could be one of them too. I'd like to be one of these damn leaders. Got 1,000 people in the chat right now. So shout out to you people.
Make some noise!
And if you're watching live right now, smack that damn like button. Listen to this right now, V. One chance, right? Excuse me. If we get to 1,000 likes in the next 30 seconds, I'll give a lucky person $5,000 in the chat. Mark my word right now. This is a big time show right now. Smack the like button. You want to make some money? I'm offering it right now. Double tap your screens. Here's what I want to say. When I got more clips to show you right now. And let me show you Trump real quick and I'll get back to it.
I just give my love and hope to the family of the young woman who was stabbed this morning or last night in Charlotte by a madman, a lunatic. Just got up and started. It's right on the tape. Not really watchable because it's so horrible, but just viciously stabbed. She's just sitting there. So they're evil people. We have to be able to handle that. If we don't handle that, we don't have a country.
So what I'm saying, I'm not saying, hey, by the way, it's black people or it's white people. What I'm saying is, because of the stigma, I feel there should be leaders that step up, including us or including celebrities or including anybody that has a show or media attention, because as a football player on the team, I'm going to tell you what we learned, especially high school, we learned it too, Little League, but you get to college football, that's where you learn it the most. NFL becomes about money and whatever. College football, you got a lot of unity there, right? And if you didn't go to class as a team, if you skipped class B, we all had to run. So they're like, Vaughn skipped class today. Well, guess what? Brandon, all you guys are running.
Yeah, of course.
Hate him, asshole, right? But now we start working together because it's like, you know what? This is football players. Football players, what? Get away with a lot of shit. Football players, what? They skip class. Football players are more aggressive, right? So how do we flip that script? We go to class, right? We show up early to class. We get better grades. We study more, whatever the case may be. And then we don't look like a bunch of assholes walking around because we look sharp, we look sophisticated, and it changes the stigma. I'm not saying that people that aren't athletes aren't skipping class, but I'm just saying. I'm going to give you an example.
Or you don't let a guy with serious mental health issues out of jail after he commits 19 other crimes and gets arrested. And then it looked like from the video, it looked like it didn't matter who sat in that seat in front of him. He was going to do that regardless. Yeah. Like, you've seen how crazy he looked on there. Yeah. He really had something going on in his head.
That's a big point that you just said, though. you just made a super point that I didn't bring up yet. You're hit on head, V. It's just, look, this guy has multiple arrests of charges of things that he's walking around. That now starts to flip the chain and go, wait a second. What are they doing in that judicial system? Because I can tell you right now, you know what it's like. You got family. I got family. We got the same family walking around, right? And it's like, hey, you got cousins that do some shit wrong, get arrested for a long time. Or they do this, they go to jail right now. This guy's got, you said, what, 19 arrests? And he's walking around.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
19, even if it was 10.
Yeah.
What happened to the 3-strike rule?
10 too many. Yeah.
10 too many. So that's the number one point. Outside of the race point is, you know what? What are you doing? Like, what are you doing out? Why are they letting you out? What attorney do you have? Because we would like to put him on our show because he's like absolutely phenomenal, right? I'm just saying. So again, this isn't a race thing. People in the chat right now, where are you from? In the chat, are you white? Are you black? Are you Hispanic? Let us know. This is not for you to come into the show right now and come into the chat and be all upset about it. We're not calling you out on the show. We appreciate white, black, Spanish. We don't care if you're Ukrainian, Russian. We don't care if you're from Poland. We don't care where you're from. People come in the chat right now. I'm just saying right now in the building, smack that like button in the building right now. That's what we need, damn it. Smack that like button right now in the chat. Are you white, black, or Spanish? And I don't care. I appreciate you. I hope I have all the white people, all the black people, all the Spanish people in the world coming to the damn show. Where are you from? This is important because you will understand what I'm saying because I'm talking to everybody in the chat. I want you guys to call in live in just 1 second. I want someone to call in live and tell me how you're feeling. I want to get people calling in right now, V. What I'm saying, though, is this. There comes a point in time where you stood up as a football team. It was easier as a unit, one team, come together. There's 50, 60 people. We all talk, right? When you get to celebrities, I'm talking to Jay-Z of the world, Kevin Hart. Maybe Shannon Sharp was more of a leader until the shit that was just happening recently, right? Stephen A., right? He's becoming a leader of the people out there. You get those people together and you say, look, if you do that shit, we're not going to take your side.
They're not really the leaders of the community, though, because they're not
but I'm
really
just giving you like
in the community doing stuff and all of
but
that.
there are people that everybody
they
knows.
might be doing something in the community, but they're not making a huge impact.
Right.
They're just on TV talking.
But they could make an impact. Stephen A's talking to Democrats every day. You got people that want to become Democrat leaders and talk about getting black votes. Obama, why not get up there and say, look, we know, let's just say this. A lot of the statistics will tell you, that there's a lot more black people doing this than white people. Forget the statistics right now. Say it's 50-50. The stigma is saying that the black people are doing it more. So these celebrities like you know, that are out there in the world that are talking football players, basketball players, whatever, LeBron James of the world, get out there and go, look, whether you're black or not, we're not going to support you in these kind of things. So even though you might be the black race, we're not going to appreciate you. So when you do that, you put yourself in another category. We're not even going to look at you as black. We're going to look at you as someone who's a lunatic. And those people will be
That's
like,
how we do look at them.
But I'm saying, but they're not doing it enough. The population. What are they doing talking about other things? And I'm not saying that's their job, but I'm saying it would be nice if they got up there on national. Every day you see Twitter messages. Oh, this guy, football player, tackle it. All this shit that matters in life in sports. But what matters more important now is you got random women. You'll see, you get married, you got kids. They're going on a train, going on a bus. This girl, that could have been anybody.
Yeah.
That could have been one of us.
Yeah.
So what I'm saying is, people need to get up there and speak. You're not hearing nobody talk about this. You're not hearing the state talk about it. They just thought this happened a little while ago.
It happened like 2 weeks ago.
And nobody's talking about it. You don't hear these Democrats get up there saying, oh, you know, we had that. Nothing. And then it's in a state where they're like, send the troops. So right now, if someone's calling to the show right now, I'd love to have you call in. If you want to call in, you got something to say right now in the chat, put your email right now if you want to call in. I'm going to send the link right now, and you can call into the chat right now. And look, I'm keeping it real. Being that I'm biracial, I'm going to call it like it is. I got love for both sides, and I got the absolute down the middle. If you're a good person, great. If you make mistakes, happens. But you cannot get up there and constantly do something and think that people are going to appreciate you. Or, matter of fact, get up there and actually want to be around you. And that's what we're seeing right now. I got all these stories going on. People that want to come to the chat right now, if you're watching live, I showed the clips here, Trump talking about it. I got more clips talking about it. But I want you to call into the show right now. If you got something to say and you're not scared to talk live on the show, put your email in the chat right now. I will send you the link. Now's your time. I would drop the link in the chat, but then I get 50 phone calls at once, and it kicks everybody out. So right now, if you're in the chat, I'm going to send you right now, if you want to call into the show right now, All you got to do is drop your email in the chat right now, and we will send you the link, and you could call into the show. I want you guys to understand, we are keeping it real. We're not trying to sugarcoat the shit or change up how we're feeling. It isn't a blame on black. It is not a blame on white. It is, when you look at statistics and what people are saying, how do we come to realization of fixing this? And while I'm waiting for the emails to come in, anybody wants to talk, I'm going to drop this. I'm going to play this clip one more time. People come to the chat.
Ukrainian refugee has been stabbed to death on a train in North Carolina. 23-year-old Iryna Zarutska had fled war-torn Ukraine before relocating to the US, where she was murdered in a random attack on August 22nd. Decarlos Brown, a repeat offender, has been charged with first-degree murder.
So we're talking about this right now, people in the chat right now. What I'm saying is this. Everybody said, hey, you will call in. Now's your chance right now. Drop your email. I don't know where Plump went. I'd love to hear what Plump's got to say about this. I'd love to hear what some people got to say about this. Because, let's get back to the story for a second. You got a random girl, right, who's just sitting on a train, literally just left out of the bullshit going on in war. And sitting there, no, you can call in right now. You must drop your email. You click on it. You'll be on your phone. Yes, you'll be on your phone. Anybody that wants to call in, drop your emails right now, and we will send you the link to your email right now so you can get it. By the way, I studied sociology. Somebody put Brandon Mason is a true sociologist. I'm just letting you know right now.
He's Scientology.
Nah, he put sociologist. CB, Brandon is a true sociologist. I see it. Look, what I try to do, fair trade. I don't see your email. Fair trade, where is it at? People want to call up to the show, talk about this right now. Drop it right now in the chat. I'm going to check it out right now. If you drop your email right now, I will send you the link. Drop your emails in the chat right now. You can call in. Look, I know people sitting back going, oh shit, he's letting me call in right now. Don't get nervous. We want you to call in and tell us how you're really feeling, because this shit is so important. Here, fair trade, drop it again. We're waiting for you. Drop your email again. We're going to see it right now. Look, here's the biggest problem I got. And I hate it, because then you're going to get a lot of white people being like, I told you. And a lot of them are going to be like, I hate black people, they're going to say. And that feels like shit. Really. You get on the train, you're like, come on now. Like, the racism won't stop. Now, if he would have stabbed another black guy, you wouldn't heard about that. It'd have been like, black guy killed by black guy, right? That's what it would have been. Black guy kills innocent Ukrainian white girl, if you want to say, Ukrainian girl, on train as she's just hanging out looking at her phone on her train, on the train. That's where shit feels bad. You know what I'm saying? What do you think someone like what's going through his head, realistically? Nothing, right? Like, he's got to do that. Like, he's got to be what's wrong with his head, his brain.
Well, for me, I take things spiritually, so I feel like he got some demonic thing going on. But if you want to go from like medical terms and stuff like that, he probably got like schizophrenia or something like that, because you can see how he's like sitting there, or he's maybe a drug addict. I don't know. I can't really tell.
And here the sad part about the whole story is the world's already divided as it is. Trump's trying to send troops to places. Let me see. It's okay. You can drop your email. It's completely okay in the chat. People can do that. People said don't do it for Discord purposes. You can put your email in the chat. It's no problem. And we'll be adjusting that, because some people don't want to put their email for whatever reason. That happens. I can do that. If I put the link in the chat, you're gonna get a million people here. Let's let Fair Trade call in. Let's let Fair Trade call in to the show real quick, and I'm going to show you why they have to do the link, or why they got to do it. Here you go. Let me drop it in the chat.
Well, then that might ruin it. You might as well just put your email, or I put my email.
No, because they got to call into the show right now. They got to click on the link. Okay, here you go. vmixcall.com. Here's the link, people, right now. That's the link right there. vmixcall.com. I'm going to pin it to the top right now. You can call into the show. I'm going to put the password in there too. The problem is, if I do this, we can't have 100 people calling in. That's why I say give me your email so I can do it. Clara, I don't see your emails. I don't see anybody's emails right now. I'm seeing people saying they want to call in. If you want to call into the show right now, drop your email right now so I can send you. That's the link, but I need to send you the password to your email. But here's the thing. Here's the thing that I want to talk about before I get to the next piece of the pie here. We're gonna talk Republicans and Democrats, whatever. I don't see it, but their emails aren't showing up.
Yeah, nothing's showing up.
I get it. Your emails can't come in. So I apologize. Here, let me do this. Let's let Fair Trade call in. Or Family Guy first. Let me drop the link right now. I apologize, people in the chat. It's not letting your emails come in. Here, hold on. I'm gonna send the link right now. Give me 1 second. I apologize. I see why, because YouTube is blocking it. But here's okay. I'm going to send you the link right now, or vmix.com, vmixcall.com. Here's the password. I'm going to type it in the chat right now. Here's the password. Here we go. And not everybody calling at one time. So let's get Fair Trade to call in first right now, because he had said he was trying to call in. All right, here we go. And you must, come in here. Don't come in here crazy saying a whole bunch of shit. Here we go. Whoever wants calling right now, here's your chance. There's the password. There's the password right there. I just dropped it. vmixcall.com. vmixcall.com. And that's the password right there. And you will be on the screen right now. I just dropped it in the chat for you guys to see right there. 3177262842. That's the password right now. I would send it to your email. It's much easier, but I do realize that it does not let people do that, V. I just saw that. So I'm going to show this clip one more time. I was waiting for people to call into the show. When you call in, just stay right there and we'll let you in.
So you guys seen this story yet? You had this animal for absolutely no reason unalives this poor 23-year-old Ukrainian refugee who just fled a war zone, comes to America a couple months. She's probably thinking, oh, I escaped death. Thank God I'm in the safe country of America. Jumping on a train, heading to work, minding her business, just for this animal to unalive her for doing nothing. Didn't look at him, nothing. Guess how many times that's been covered by any major news network? You guessed it. Our boy, though, who did a heroic act and saved all the passengers on the New York subway from this lunatic, this was national outrage. They wanted him to do life in jail. He had to get millions of dollars donated to defend himself in court because they wanted to make an example out of this kid for being a good Samaritan. Every news network for months and months and months we're talking about this kid. This one, though, not a peep. Nothing. Not a word. And for the 13% of the population, you'll lose this game. We could go tick for tack on this one. You want to play that way? Let's play that way. This is who you want to get behind? Okay.
And what he's saying, by the way, is he's saying the black culture. He's not talking about people.
No, but that's still racism. Because why we have to go tit for tat if you want to play like that? We're not doing that.
I agree with you, but I think I'm speaking what I think that I saw. What I think what he was doing was to say, don't try to get up and stand up for him because you see what's going on, and we can show you tit for tat, like who's doing what, the stats. That's what I think. Now, what he was going to get into, what he was going to say, I'm not saying whether it was racism, not going down that road, because maybe it's true, maybe it's not. But what I'm saying is,
he's just coming off racist.
He's coming off aggressive. But the thing is, the reality is, if he didn't do that, this wouldn't be happening. And that's where it sucks, because I'm not saying it's not 50-50. I'm just saying,
you said it wouldn't
stop
be happening?
doing it. No, I'm saying we would, if it was like a lot more white people just doing it and not a lot of black people doing it, it'd be like, so what I'm saying is, because it's a statistic that they're utilizing, or it's a trend, or people are talking about it, or it's just like quote unquote people's minds because of media or whatever. I'm saying we need to stop doing it. You know what I'm saying? You get in a fist fight and you get in a tussle and you hurt somebody, fine. But if you walk up and you stab some girl on the side of her neck, it's crazy. It's crazy, regardless of the race. I'm saying it's absolutely crazy. Let's hear what this guy got to say real quick. And people in the chat right now, you guys can call into the show. A lot of people want to call, and I apologize. If you put your email in right now, we'll send it to you, but you can't put the .com part. Just put, if your email is brandon.com, Brandon at whatever, put Brandon, and then you could put, whatever. We need to know what it is, but drop it right now. YouTube will not let you put your full email in the damn thing. But listen, I'm letting you guys do it right now. People in the chat, vmix.com. I'll drop it one more time. People want to call in and they're trying to do it, but vmixcall.com. There it is. Here you go. Hold on. No.com. Where is it at, Family Guy? The Family Guy just dropped it. I don't see it. There it is right there. Let me see. IG Bill 74. Is IG Bill 74? Okay. IG Bill 74 at what? What.com is it? I need to know what it is. At whatever.com. It's going to get a lot easier. I can put it in the chat so people can do it themselves. Make it easier for you. Look, everybody looking. vMix call, www.vmix, here it is, vmixcall.com. There you go. That's the link you got to go to, right? And whoever wants to call into the show right now, here's your chance. And I'm going to let people do it without even monitoring it because, it's impossible to do, right? And then I'll drop the password again. Here it is, 3177, and you can copy and paste it, 262842. There you go. It's in the chat. There's a password. You can call into the show right now. Once you do that, just accept your cameras and all that, and you guys can call into the show. Take a look at this.
Right into the neck. Sitting behind her, stands up, and pow, and pow, and pow, right into the side of her neck and takes her life. Young girl comes here, survives a war over Ukraine, sits down innocently by herself, not bothering anybody, looks like to me on a train, and brutally attacked. Her life is taken, and nobody's talking about this. Where is the Ukrainian community? Where are you guys? Is anybody here from Ukraine upset that one of your own was taken brutally? Like didn't even have a chance to defend herself. This guy who took her life, disgusting, an atrocity. He should never see the light of day again. And if we had stricter laws in this country, his life would be extinguished immediately for taking the life of an innocent young girl that just came here from Ukraine. Decarlos Brown, this forum has found you guilty. Every single one of my followers and subscribers have found you guilty. Me personally, the Midnight, has found you guilty, and we are sentencing you for the rest of your life in prison, and God willing.
He gets I can't even breathe listening to him sometimes. He might be right what he's saying, but I'm saying I can't breathe sometimes.
Well, I'm saying everybody agrees with it. The guy was an animal. He was horrible for doing that. He obviously had mental issues.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's like
it is what it is.
Yeah, trying to turn it into a black thing is kind of crazy.
And that's what happens. And a gentleman got in and said, be upset with him, not the black community. You see in the chat right now. And again, and you said it too. It's like this guy was in jail multiple times. Yeah. So him doing this isn't racing. And I'm trying to make that clear. All I'm saying is because of the stigma that's out, it's like, speak up and be like, yo, stop doing this shit, because we don't want people getting on trains and being like, you already get on a plane and you see a guy that has like the turban on, right? Because from 9/11, a lot of people get on and go, I mean, I know I did. You know, when after 9/11, you get on the plane, you see a guy with a turban, and it's just because I don't know a lot about it. You know what I'm saying? People in the chat right now, V, you called in, you saw it was working for the show. The live call-in was working.
Yeah, we tested it. So
we tested the live call-in. Right, listen, vmix.com, vmixcall.com, you can call to the show right now. vmixcall.com, and there's the password. You can call right in and you can test it. Make sure that it's working. I'm taking a look at it right now.
I think people are trying to call in like
at once.
Dial the number.
No, guys, you can't use the phone number. vmixcall.com, and then use that password right there when you get there, and you'll be able to call in. I see someone is trying to call in actually right now to the show. Clara is trying to call into the show right now, trying to connect her in there. There we go. We got someone calling in right now. Clara, how you feeling? Welcome to the show. Where you at? We don't see your face right now. Turn around so we can see you, and then we're going to merge you into the show right now if you're watching live. We do see your video is on, and I see it moving, but I don't see you. You got to make sure you got good internet connection. And just to show you that someone is there to show you that we're not crazy, boom, you can see right there. Someone's trying to call into the show right now. You got to fix that camera. I think I see a foot there.
Yeah, we see the toes.
I think I just see a toe on the screen. So we got to get you in there. Get that camera fixed. Call into the show right now. vmixcall.com. You know that it works. vmixcall.com. I'm trying to hear what you guys got to say right now. I'm trying to waste as much time I can on this because we're going to start doing live callers every day on this topic and other topics too, V. But while we're doing that, speaking of that conversation, let's move on to the next topic because I want to talk about that too. Real quick, I'll get people calling in. Donald Trump, he said he's sending the troops to Chicago now. Said the shit's done. It's over with now. So what I want to show right now, V, is I want to show a clip of what the gang members saying. I want to get how you guys feel about this. You know, I looked at it and I said, you know, I wouldn't do what he was saying, to be honest. He got out there saying, hey, the gangs are going to stand up for Chicago. I'm not saying, you know, you don't want to stand up for your city, but let's take a look at this.
Trump, do not send the National Guard to Chicago, gang. Do not, I repeat, do not do it. We are a different fucking breed out here, nigga. We are not Los Angeles. Nigga, we are not Washington, D.C. Nigga, this is Chicago, nigga. Them niggas go fight back. I'm telling you, them niggas go fight back, gang. Whatever, I don't give a fuck what you talking about. Them young niggas got switches, gang. They not going for that shit, bro. I know a bunch of y'all finna say, oh, it's the National Guard. They can't do anything about it. They must go in Chicago. Nigga, do y'all know that it's more bad people than good people, bro? There are over 100,000 gangs in Chicago by the city by itself, gang.
So he's doing that, but the thing is,
they let the police arrest them. They're gonna fight the National Guard. They don't even fight the police.
But what I'm saying is this: he's admitting on there. First off, he may or may not be in gangs, right? But what I'm saying is this: he's saying we have way more bad people than good people. Didn't I tell you that Trump's just in the National Guard? Like okay, this one I don't get. Okay, he is getting on there and saying, yes, we have very bad people here. Okay, we got Claire on the screen right here. Claire, calling into the show. Let's get you into the chat. We appreciate you. Hold on a second. Let me merge you in. I apologize. Here we go. How are you and where are you from?
Hey, I'm doing well. I'm from Seattle, Washington.
Seattle, Washington.
I reside in Seattle.
Other side of the freaking country.
I'm going to Portland next week.
Oh, cool. Seattle's better. I'm just kidding.
So how are you feeling? You're from that side of town. So tell us, you called in. Can you tell us real quick, the girl stabbed on the train? That's what we want to hear about real quick. So the girl gets stabbed on the train, obviously sitting there in the front, and it could have been anybody, right? What's your thought process on this?
Right. I mean, I think it's an unfortunate situation, but I think that this is something that we see all of the time. I mean, maybe not this specific situation, somebody being stabbed in the train, but I think that, excuse my language, but fucked up things happen all of the time and we don't talk about it. But we're using this specific story to put a narrative out there, to instill fear into people. And in my opinion, I think that it's being used for racism.
So you believe that the reason why the media, just so I get this right, what you're saying is it happens. We know it happened. We know the guy's guilty or whatever. But what you're saying is the main reason that the media is drawing a lot of attention to this is you're saying they want to like basically make the black people look bad. Or are you saying to recreate racism even more? Is that what you're trying to say? Just to make them look bad?
Both. I think it's let's hype up racism in the communities that it's already, a thing. And then also this kind of like rhetoric around, only certain immigrants get empathy. And, here we are like, this Ukraine immigrant who left all of her, her life and whatever they were saying on the TikTok. I don't remember the specific words, but what about all of the immigrants that are being deported, all of the Latino immigrants that are being deported? And we don't talk about that. How come that's not racist and that's not fucked up?
So you're talking about just Trump deporting Spanish people. Is that what you're getting into?
Specifically Latinos deporting
Trump,
them. I mean,
deporting the Latinas. Have you seen the show before?
No, this is my first time actually.
Well, first of all, I'm glad to have you. Welcome to the show. We're live every day, Monday through Friday at 10 a.m. We do sports, politics, everything. And there's a lot of people always in here, and it's growing crazy. We appreciate you calling in first and foremost. What I want to say to that is this, and that is a different topic, but it is true. Him deporting Latinas. Now, I don't know, and I know it's a lot of Latinas because you have Mexicans, right? You have Cubans, you have Puerto Ricans, you have all these people, in which we love everybody on our show. We show love to everybody. But in fact, I will tell you this, I'm split down the middle of a lot of things with that because I believe if people are illegal in the country, I might not want to see them go because I have a lot of friends. I got family from all over the world. I'm biracial as it gets, right? White, black, Spanish, my whole family. So I get it. But I do feel this. We don't know who is who. Like, say, for instance, this guy on the train that did the stabbing. Let's just say, for instance, this guy was someone who was not from here, right? Who came here. Then the story would be even worse, right? Because it's like, this guy's undocumented. How did he get here? Then blame it on Democrats, right? You being on the West Coast, right? You being on the West Coast, I know that this is a big conversation. California, Seattle, Washington, up there, you get a lot of Democratic communities. I believe you're a Democrat, correct?
No, I'm not a Democrat.
What are you? Are you Republican, independent?
I'm independent.
Okay, I like that. So, and Von's independent, right, Vaughn?
Yeah.
Same boat, right? Same boat.
Yeah.
So here's the thing, though. The stabbing happened, right? And we know this guy did this because he was clearly out of his mind or he was mad about something, right? So he's now obviously going to get arrested, get convicted. The story is massive because the girl did nothing. So If she was fighting or arguing or whatever, be like, hey, black guy kills white girl, black guy kills Russian, they were an argument, altercation. But to just stab a random person on a train for nothing is what makes, I'm biracial, so I think it makes us look, and I'm saying this because I'm biracial, I black and white family. I'm saying this, the stigma pops out. It makes us look really bad now because what do you do? White woman gets, you get on the train. You go out there and get on the train, walk around, and you see similar characteristics of someone sitting there. You know and I know, and everybody that knows, my wife knows, my family knows. You get on the train right now, you see someone that looks similar, just like when the plane, when 9/11, all that, you see someone look similar, you start looking around because you can feel a little bit of tension, right? And you're a woman out there traveling.
Sure. But I think that's and absolutely. And I travel, and listen, I'm headed to Brazil in a week by myself. So, and I do it all the time. Those are my own biases though. I'm not going to see a black man because I think that when you're saying somebody with that feature, I think you're saying somebody who looks like him, who is black, and that's going to cause me fear. But I think that's then my own like issue. And maybe I would approach that with curiosity, right? I'm not going to immediately be like, oh, this man's trying to attack me and trying to kill me. And like, that would be racist of me. Why? Just because he's black?
How you feel about that, V?
I mean, back in the day, they used to do like the blackface and everything. And they used to do like these shows, and they used to show like all black men as like rapists and stuff like that. And they started getting people scared. Like the white women and everything scared of black men. So it just sometimes just push that narrative. Like when you just say, oh, dreads and all of this, sometimes that's just a part of the culture. If you live in Broward County in Florida, everybody got dreads out there. Does that mean most people are bad people? Like, or is it just a part of the culture?
Exactly. And I think I agree with you.
I can hear now.
Okay. No, exactly. And I 100% agree with you. Like, why is it just because like you said, back in the day and they were portrayed a certain way, and it's, exactly what's happening. It happens over and over again. We just choose different people. And I think, unfortunately with black folk, it's always happening. Right. And this goes back to my point. I think that we're using this, and not we, but like society, not me, but society is using this story to push that narrative, right? Oh, certain people are dangerous and certain people are criminals and you should be afraid of them, instead of like do the internal work that is very hard to do 100%, but do it.
I haven't been out there to Seattle, but like what like in the crime, like who's causing the crime out there? Like what race or?
There is no specific race out here. The biggest issue that we have is homelessness. Okay. Right now, if we dive deep into that, absolutely, there's probably going to be, racist structures that have led people to homelessness. But it's not all black and brown people that are homeless. I will say, you see more white people homeless than brown and black, and that's the biggest issue we have.
White people or black people? You date both, or Hispanic people? And I'm asking this is the reason
I'm married.
What is that?
I'm married, actually.
Okay. Well, so sorry. Let me say it better. Are you married to? And I apologize for that. Are you married to white, black, or a Spanish person?
I'm married to a black person.
Okay. So, and I want to ask this question specifically because I think that this is a great thing that you can explain, which is very important. I believe a lot of the women out there, especially women that are dating black guys, that they are more attracted to black guys, right? Which is great, or more attracted to white people, whatever they are, right? But now what happens is, and if you were a white woman on the show, right? You're Hispanic, am I correct?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So
I'm Mexican,
if a white woman is on the show, I feel that a lot of white women now in this situation, they have parents that don't, like, growing up mixed. I went to people's houses where say like the white girl's parents, like, oh, Brandon's cool, but I'm biracial. They didn't even know sometimes. And then I bring my friends and they're like, whoa, hold on a second. Where all these black people come from? These are my friends, right? So I know that there is a racial stigma in every single thing. And it's hard, especially in the dating world. These women are like, hey, this is my boyfriend, right? And then you see this on the media. and then more backlash comes back, right? So the last question I have for you is this. Do you think that when this happens, they should at least announce what's going on, or should they just be like, not talk about it? Because what's happening is Trump is sending all these people, obviously troops into these places to clean stuff up for whatever reason. That's like white, black, Spanish, that's everything going on, whether they're good, bad, he's going to different cities. But do you feel that when this happens, they should not even mention it? Like, not talk about it? Or are you saying they shouldn't talk about it as much as they're talking about it?
I don't know that we're going to say, well, don't talk about it. I think that these are things that, they're unfortunate events and we discuss them. But if we're going to talk about this, I think that it's important to talk about all of the crimes that white folk are committing against brown people as well. I mean, yesterday I was at the park and a white man who was clearly going through something decides to start talking to me about his trauma and how his white mom essentially sexually assaulted him and is also trying to sexually assault his children, and he doesn't know what to do. He's asking me, do you think this is okay that my mom is putting this large thermostat in my children's ass so I'm sorry that I'm being bringing this up, but if we're going to talk about these things, let's talk about it evenly. And and also maybe let's not try to push the narrative of, oh, do you see, this is why certain folks are dangerous and are criminals, because that's exactly how we're pushing it is, oh, they're criminals. Okay. Or it's a man who has mental health issues, just like every other white person on the streets in Seattle, and actually needs help. And also he's fucking pissed because racism and because you want to kick hardworking, good people out of the country. Like, it's bullshit everywhere. I'm sorry. Yeah. Right. So if we're going to talk about it, let's talk about it neutrally and not trying to push these fucked up agendas.
Yeah. So your biggest problem with the solution is, your biggest problem with the whole story is, look, this happened, so they're pushing it crazy. But what you're saying is if a white person does it, it's swept under the rug. That's what you're trying to say. Am I correct?
Exactly my point.
Yep. And not basically not bringing it up. And here's the thing.
It's more like you're good? You can hear me? Oh, it's more like we don't have to. We could bring awareness to the story because it needs to be brought up, but it's not to say that a black man stabbed a Ukrainian woman, a mentally disabled person did a horrible act. That's what it is. It don't matter if it's black or white. There's mentally disabled people, everywhere, every race.
Clyde, we appreciate you calling into the show. And you know what? I'm glad you did. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you add us. If you have Instagram, we'd love to have you call in and other topics. I want to have you call in about immigration. We have a lot of people going to start calling on this week. We just opened it back up again. And I'd love to have you on. We have attorneys on, athletes on. A lot of people are going to start coming back in. So make sure you save this. We're live every day, 10 to 11. We would love to have you call back in for the conversation. We have a lot going on I think you're going to be interested in.
I love it. I am excited to continue to follow you. Or I'm excited that I found you, and I will be following you, and I will certainly join.
Greatly appreciate you. Make sure you do that, guys. Obviously, we had her join. She's amazing to have on the show because her jumping in and having a conversation with us lets us kind of know a little bit more about how she feels, especially out there, on the West Coast. People out there on the West Coast might look at things a little bit different. People out there, especially whether you're Republican or Democrat, might see things different than where you are. And I'm not saying that, it's just a race thing. People in general are taking a look at every possible aspect of what's going on and going, wait a second, this is just a black man that did this. Then people are pushing the narrative, what she was saying. How are they supposed to actually do it, though, V? That's the question. How do they just say, hey, crazy guy did it? Instead of saying black man kills white woman, right? It should be, which I think what she's saying too is, hey, lunatic kills girl, right? Forget the black thing.
Yeah.
And I think I could agree
obviously
with that.
everybody can see he's a black man.
Yeah.
Once you put his mugshot up there.
Yeah. And I can agree with that, 1,000%. I want to make sure I'm clear on the show. What I was speaking of has nothing to do with that. It has to do everything with let's kill the stigma. That's what I'm saying. I don't want to get on there and be like, oh, this guy, let's kill the stigma. You know what I'm saying? Like let's work together as a community because there is a lot of black people killing people.
Yeah, but
saying, whether we talk about this about crime, we say there's a lot of crime out there. It's down, but it's down.
No,
Black people kill people.
I agree because kids they're shooting each other. It's a lot of crime. But do you think? Tell the truth. Do you think that white people are committing more heinous crimes than black people? Like their crimes are like, whoa! Every time you hear like a white man on the national stage committing a crime, you be like,
what's
like
going on?
his crime is like
because here's the thing. Like it happens everywhere.
Yeah,
it happens on both sides. Whether statistics say more black people do it or more white people do it, we talk about this. We talk about crime in Chicago. It's down a little bit, but it's still too much.
Yeah.
So what I'm saying is there is no stigma of white people killing everybody. There's a stigma of black people doing this. So let's get rid of the stigma. I don't know the answer to, like when you see a white person, they be shooting up schools. And I don't see many black people shooting up schools.
Yeah.
Now when there's a school shooting, in my mind, I know exactly in my mind what he looks like. Now I don't know for sure, but in my mind, I don't picture a black young kid shooting up school. Because you know what? That's not what we're seeing. So the stigma at that point would be the white people shooting up schools. That would be the stigma. But we're not talking about school shootings. We're talking about killings in general and random robberies and shit like that. And when you see people running in and out of those stores, robbing shit, and they bring all their kids and young kids and juvenile. You see this all over the media all the time. And I'm just saying, I'm not saying white people don't do it. I'm saying let's eliminate it. Though.
I was about to say, you see it in like Australia and stuff. Like they have like really bad communities too that are doing that. Like there's this town in there that's like overrun by like just young people. Just at night they just go crazy.
Yeah,
all night.
And here's the thing.
I gotta look up what that place is called. I just watched the documentary on it.
And when we're talking about this live, this has nothing to do. Us in the chat right now, we don't feel one way or another. We don't feel white people are better, black people are better. What we feel is people are getting stabbed. And if in fact they had a white guy on there that killed an innocent Russian girl on a train, I do believe that it got more media attention because it was a black person. I do agree with that.
No, this is probably why it got way more media attention because she's a refuge from Ukraine. She just escaped the war to get killed here for no reason.
But she wasn't even in an argument. So
for no reason. That's what I said.
That's what I'm talking about. Like, if he would have been in an argument with her, I would have been like, yo, it's fucked up. But to do that and she's just on her merry way, like God has a plan for everybody, in my opinion. That's not a good plan. Do you know what I'm saying? That plan went severely, however that plan went, that wasn't a good plan. How we view it in our world where we live, how we see the world, right? Yeah. We see that as a crazy situation that could have been anybody.
Yeah.
And that plan didn't end well for her.
That's
her
what I was
family.
saying. It looked like it don't matter who was going to sit in front of him. Yeah. He was probably going to do
1,000%.
He was probably going to do that. But then again, I don't know if he was going to do that to anybody because after he did it, I watched the whole video. After he did it, he was just walking around the train. He wasn't outrageous. He wasn't trying to hurt nobody else. Yeah. So I don't know.
Hey, look, as we sign off today, that was a lot of conversation. We greatly appreciate live callers calling in. I mean, look, she got on here. We appreciate her joining our show today, calling in live. Look, as a guy, it takes big balls to call in. As a girl, she gets on there and calls in. She goes, I want to talk about this. And again, I greatly appreciate the fact that people come on and give their input. And I know how we talk. We just call it straight. We try to come here and call a spade a spade. I try to call down the middle and make sure that I'm looking at things from both sides. Unfortunately, they are making an example out of it. It's in more media attention. I mean, it needs a lot of media attention. But if it was a white person, it might have got less. That's all I'm saying. I don't know if that's to be true, but I would imagine that might have got less. Because it looks crazier when the guy's on there with dreads and the girl sitting the blonde hair. It's like, girl killed. It looks crazier in the media.
I think, that's what I said. I think anybody would have got, if it was anybody, any race right now, because she was refugees from Ukraine. So anybody that did it, it would have been the same result.
If you're watching live in the building right now, are you new to the show? If it's your first time watching, put first time in the chat right now. If you've been here before and you are a subscriber, been a subscriber, then put an S in the chat. Let us know as we're ready to sign off today. I'm just saying, very sensitive subject for a lot of people. I don't get on here and boast about white people or boast about black people. I look at the realistic approach. More people today wanted to hear about that was spread along the things. I just ended the polls there. A lot of people came in, over 50,000 people watching the show today, wanted to hear about this. Obviously put Trump on the main screen. There have been people everywhere, right? You know what I'm saying? A lot going on. We'll we'll save our troops to Chicago conversation for tomorrow because we were going to get into a whole bunch of stuff. I just, hey, let's talk about some more stuff tomorrow. But we will end the show today. You see the Bears game last night? We'll end it with that. You see the Bears game last night?
Yeah.
Hey, it was a pretty good game.
Yeah, it was a good game.
Hey, two good teams out there. You see who won?
Yeah.
Who won?
Come on, you know who won.
Look, hey, let me tell you something. Williams, if you're watching live right now in the chat, you guys got a chance to see the game last night. In the chat right now, whoever's watching the damn show right now, who won last night? I'm making sure you guys are paying attention to the damn show last night. Who won the game last night? Monday Night Football. Did you watch the game last night? Who won the game last night? Let me tell you something. The Bears were balling, and then all of a sudden it was like, woo!
Last minute.
Hey, come back. Vikings got a good team.
Yeah.
Just saying right now, watch live. We greatly appreciate you beautiful people that are in the show.
Well, I
today.
mean, they were quiet. A couple of Justin Jefferson was quiet.
You see his chains he had on? Yo, he was rocking $1 million worth of necklaces. It was like this. Everywhere. Blink. I mean, you let him cover on DB, you're like, this man is just rich.
That's chump change for him.
Watch live the show. We greatly appreciate everybody watching. We greatly love having you in here. A lot of conversation. A lot of live callers be coming in on a daily basis on all topics. We greatly appreciate it. We're going to get everything lined up so it's a lot smoother transition for people to call into the show. We greatly appreciate it. Have a great rest of your day. Follow us on all social media, TikTok, Instagram, everywhere. Jump on there, even Facebook. We got a lot of stuff going on there. We appreciate you. We'll see all of you tomorrow at 10 a.m. Remember, we got 100 people in the chat before the show starts tomorrow, giving out some money. So make sure you're here at 9:50 or 9:55 Eastern Standard Time. Got some giveaways tomorrow, bright and early. Have a great day. Take care.
Gonna be my Easter card. Jeffrey is 19, and I still send this card out to everybody. I made a card of it. When I tell you this card right here, I put it on the application for his college. So when they were like, we need a reference, I was like, here it is right here. This is all of the reference you need. I must have ordered 5,000 doggone 4x6 cards of him with President Obama. And when I got these pictures framed, what's this other one? Oh, Michelle Obama, right here. Michelle Obama. But when I got these pictures framed, I did not go to one of your local stores and just get a regular 8x10 frame. I took this to a professional framer.